Well, not a lot of details are being officially released, but Hezbollah in its statement said only that he had been killed outside his house, which is a place called Hadath on the southeast fringes of Beirut, at midnight as he was returning from work. Now, security sources are adding that the killing took place in the car park just by his house, that he was intercepted by gunmen, obviously lying in wait for him, shot, wounded, apparently. It was taken to hospital but died there of his wounds. So that's the only detail we have. It seems like a very likely scenario for such a killing. Hezbollah, of course, laying the blame squarely on Israel, but the Israeli Foreign Ministry has said adamantly that Israel has had nothing to do with this.
Hezbollah, always very secretive. What is known about Hassan Lakkis?
Publicly, very little. I mean, he's described in the Hezbollah statement as one of the leaders of the Islamic resistance. That's the kind of fighting wing, or the name that Hezbollah gives to it, its fighters on the ground. And it also said that the Israelis had tried to kill him or assassinate him, as they put it, in various places at various times. So that would imply that he was a fairly senior figure. Some reports are suggesting he was actually quite close to Hassan Nasrallah, the Hezbollah chief, who just a few hours earlier had appeared on TV here, basically saying that Hezbollah's involvement in Syria was to protect Lebanon and justifying it and so on. So basically, he seems to have been quite an important figure. But as with all these people, including Mr. Muir, for example, who was killed a few years ago, it's only really after their deaths that their true significance starts, in a very murky way, to become clear.
Jim, finally, will we ever probably know who did this, given there remain so many questions about so many incidents, like, for example, still the Iranian embassy, a month ago, when it was hit by 2 car bombs?
That's right. Well, in that speech just a few hours ago, Mr. Nasrallah squarely blamed Saudi intelligence for that bombing, for example. So information does come out, or it is leaked out, but whether we'll get details on this, it remains to be seen. Bear in mind, for example, we reported a killing in South Lebanon a few months ago, which we assumed was tied in with the Syrian conflict and so on. It turned out to be a personal matter, a man being killed essentially by his own wife or by accomplices of his wife. So we have to be a little bit cautious, and of course this killing could be tied in with the Syrian conflict. Hezbollah has made many enemies, especially among the Sunnis, because of its involvement on the regime side in Syria, so it's quite possible it could be tied in with that also.